Great Getaways. Well, standing on the shores of Houghton Lake right now, it looks pretty desolate out there. But in a few hours, it's going to be filled with revelers, ice fishermen, and hundreds of snowmobilers as we're here for the annual Tip Uptown celebration. It's a family fun event, something I know you're all going to enjoy, so let's get started.
Production of Great Getaways is made possible by Rocky's Great Outdoors. Located in Burton, Michigan, Rocky's carries a complete line of motorcycle, snowmobile, camping, and hiking gear, including canoes and kayaks. State Building Company, serving mid-Michigan for over 50 years, with quality windows, insulation, roofing, and siding, including complete residential and commercial remodeling. Forward Corporation, operating over 30 complete convenience centers, motels, and restaurants across Northeast Michigan.
We hope you are bundled up warm for today's show. You'll need layers of clothing, dry mittens, a warm scarf and hat, and your snowsuit. With temperatures in the 20s, more than a foot of snow on the ground, and nearly 3 feet of ice on Houghton Lake, the stage is set for Tip Uptown, USA. It's the very description of winter fun and enjoyment for the whole family. Join the thousands of Michigan residents and visitors from neighboring states who return each year to see this largest winter festival in Michigan. And while we are here in the Houghton Lake area for the 2-week event, let's enjoy all the winter sports that make this a winter haven and a winter wonderland getaway that is fun for the whole family. What is a winter festival without a winter parade? We huddled up to watch snow-tired trucks pulling floats of outdoor enthusiasts greeting parade goers along the M55 corridor. After the parade, all will head over for the festival's events, including snowmobile drags and free carnival rides.
We're starting it here at Houghton Lake at the 64th annual Tip Uptown. I have Linda Tuck with me, and Linda's the Executive Director of the Houghton Lake Chamber of Commerce. And Linda, maybe you can tell us what all goes on at this.
Sure. Welcome to Tip Uptown, USA.
Thank you.
This is our 64th year. We have a lot of things to do. We have things for the entire family. Behind us, we have pony rides, a petting zoo, a live reindeer exhibit. We have a family fun tent with continuous entertainment going on all day long. You can see the ice slide over here, an outdoor carnival. On the lake, they're doing ice fishing. We have snowmobile drag races going on out there. All sorts of things.
There really is all sorts of things, and we've got a lot of people to come up for this too.
Yeah, we've got perfect weather.
Now, so the 64th year, been going on a long time. How did this whole thing get started?
Well, it all got started by a couple of gentlemen who thought they'd have some fun with an ice fishing contest. That's basically how it got started. And they decided it should all be based on tomfoolery. Let's just have a good time. So they started with the ice fishing contest back in 1951, and it's just grown and expanded over the years.
Where do we start describing all the activities of this long-running winter festival? The walk to the family tent brings you by vendors with goods for keeping you warm inside and out. The children love the carnival rides, games, snow sculptures, and ice slide. There's no shortage of hot beverages and hot food right off the grill. Of course, what is a winter festival without an ice fishing contest and a grand prize giveaway?
Well, we're just ready to go out and do some ice fishing right now. We've come down to Ann's Motel and Don's Rent and Ride. Now, we're going to go out on this quad right here, a Polaris Ranger. We're going to take our equipment out, meet some guys out there on the lake and do a little bit of ice fishing, find out what that's about. But tomorrow we're going to come back here again because we want to do some snowmobiling. We're going to talk to Don at that point and find out how it all works.
It was just a short ride down to the lake for Denny and Tom, and with the thick ice on the lake, they were not concerned about taking the quad out to meet up with the ice anglers.
Hey guys, hey Claire, hey Jeff, how you guys doing? It is. Looks like you guys are set up already, huh? Good to see you, good to see you.
The first bit of advice we got from the skillful fisherman was how to set the tip-ups that indicate you have a fish on the line. The hook is baited on a spool of line with a thin piece of metal that goes from the spool to the flag. The baited hook is placed into the water under the ice, where the fish grabs the bait, the tip-up alerts the angler, and he pulls it up through the hole.
You know, I really like being out here, Claire. You know, we've been in Tip-Up Town and all the festivities going on. It's a lot of people, a lot of noise. It's nice to get out here on the ice, away from everybody.
All the locals go.
Yep, yep. Is this a special spot for you?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots, I guess.
Okay. Get pretty much everything. I know there's a lot of different species of fish in here.
Yeah, there's bluegills, sunfish, perch, walleyes, pike, suckers, you name it, it's just about in here except for cold water fish.
Now we seem to have a lot of ice. It iced up kind of early this year.
Yeah, real early. We were about 3 weeks ahead of last year.
Okay.
We got on, first day I got on with the four-wheeler was the 13th of December, and last year we didn't get on until the 4th of January.
Has the fishing been pretty good for you this year?
Yeah, it's been pretty decent.
Now does it usually stay pretty good until the ice starts going out?
Yeah, you have to move around a lot. Normally I don't take the shanty with me most of the time. I just ride the four-wheeler up. There's days I'll put 50 miles on the four-wheeler running around.
Oh, no kidding.
Walleyes, yeah.
Just go out and drill, fill holes, a few holes.
I got about 120 waypoints on the GPS.
Okay.
We get during the summer and winter and whatever, and then we keep going back to them spots and try them.
Aha. You got a destination in mind when you leave shore then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just keep punching them in.
Well, maybe with a little luck. I don't know. You got me out here again, and my reputation is oh, what? You got something going there?
Yep.
Yeah, not my line, of course, but hey. Oh, nice walleye. All right, there it is, folks.
After a great afternoon of fishing, it was time to head back to shore and peel off the layers and layers of warm clothing that the cold still somehow penetrates. Thank goodness for fishing shanties. In fact, the expression tip-up town comes from all the groups of shanties that are skiffed out to the ice and left there, creating little ice shanty towns. Right now, though, it's time to get our insides warmed up as we are headed for the tropical climes of the Tiki Bar at Springbrook Inn. It looks inviting, even though the lighted palms look a little out of place among the piles of snow. But as soon as we enter, our hearts warm right up in the friendly atmosphere and cozy environment.
Hey, this little tiki bar, middle of winter, we're out here nice and warm out here right now, and we got some good food in front of us, a drink, we're having some fun and just enjoying ourselves. We had a great day today, expecting another good day tomorrow, and we're gonna go out and have some fun.
Yeah, we sure are. And having some good food, too.
The Tiki Bar is one of the area's most popular meeting spots for taking off the winter chill or chilling out in the summer. Roscommon County truly embraces the natural beauty of winter. We paused on Lansing Road, deemed a natural beauty road as nature is allowed to run its course to experience the silence and beauty for ourselves. Some of these pictures will have to end up on our Pinterest board. Be sure to follow us there. Here, the frozen Cut River that runs between Higgins Lake and Houghton Lake meets up with the road and either side of the bridge. The only evidence of life we see are the tracks of a rabbit or larger animal left on the blanket of snow. Lansing Road runs between M18 and Markey Road. Winter in Roscommon County is not only embraced by its beauty, but by its quiet sports and fabulous cross-country skiing. Cross-Country Ski Headquarters is a pure Michigan premier destination for cross-country skiing in Michigan and the Midwest. It's the best source for cross-country skis, equipment, clothing, cross-country ski packages, and expertise. Located at 9435 North Cut Road near Higgins Lake in Roscommon, it's a popular destination for local residents and skiers from across the state, the nation, and the world. The Stone Turtle Day Lodge, with its roaring fireplace and friendly staff, is a perfect place to warm up and enjoy weekly lunch specials. Whether a novice or experienced skier, you can take advantage of its instructors. There are free 1-hour lessons offered at 4 p.m. on Saturdays throughout the winter months.
Go ahead and knock on
Scattered throughout the area are several groomed ski trails for delightful cross-country skiing. The crisp morning beckoned us to the cross-country ski trails. Excitedly, we headed into this winter wonderland of fresh snow groomed just to our liking.
Cross-country skiing can be viewed as a sport that only the diehards are going to come out and enjoy. But honestly, cross-country skiing can be enjoyed by anybody. All ages. We have skis for little kids all the way up to the seniors. I promise you, if you get out on cross-country skis and breathe this fresh air, you're gonna have a better attitude and outlook on winter.
As we love the North Woods, it's a rare treat for us to get to enjoy this conservation area while on our skis.
Just go nice and slow.
The skiing is sweet, with easy glides through the woods. Cross-country skiing is a glorious way to spend a winter day, and here we have some of the finest trails in the Roscommon area. As with most winter activities, the exercise builds up the appetite, and we're ready to head for some great food at Joe's Coney at Houghton Lake.
If you're in Houghton Lake, you're looking for a good place to stop and have a nice lunch, Joe's Coney Island is the place to be. I'm sitting here with Joe right now. And Joe, how'd you get this whole thing started?
Well, we came here in the Houghton Lake area, just loving this type of town and all the camaraderie, and this was an old Coney place, and we thought we'd bring it back to life.
Hey, it looks like you did a good job. You got that car sitting out front. What the heck is that thing?
That's a 1947 Crossley.
Oh, no kidding.
Made in Ohio, yeah.
Don't see many of them around.
No, sir, you don't.
And that makes it easy to find this place, too, and I like the atmosphere in here. It's a little log cabin.
That's right, that's right. We've kept it this way deliberately.
Okay.
So it kind of stayed the old-fashioned look. This is an old tourist town, and we're a new part of the community, and we just love it here. Everybody's been good to us, and everybody comes in, has been filling the place up, and we've been keeping fresh food, and everything as good as possible. Being the smallest restaurant in town, you got to really put out good food. We got sucked in enough. We got sucked in enough.
Now we are ready to explore why the population of Roscommon County swells during the winter. 200 miles and more of groomed snowmobile trails.
One of the great things here at Houghton Lake is the snowmobiling that takes place every winter. It's a great place to be. We've got some great trails and a lot of other fun that goes on here too. But we wanted to go out and take a look at these trails. Now, right now I'm with Don and Ann, and it's Don's Rent and Ride and Ann's Motel. And we came down here to get some sleds to go out. If you're new at this sport and you want to try it out, this is the place you can come down here and get a sled. Or if you happen to be up here and yours breaks down and you need a sled to go out with, this is the place you can come to too. Now, Don, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit. Now, you may notice as we're talking here, this is popular up here. We got sleds going by us all the time, so you may hear a little noise in the background. But now, tell us a little bit about your rent and ride.
Well, I have a lot of snowmobiles. A lot of families come up, so I have a lot of two-seaters. We get a lot of kids and a lot of adults that have never ridden before. We have a lot of fun on our trails because they're always nice and flat and groomed real good. And everybody seems to be a little nervous at first, but after a short mile or two, they all smile, give me the thumbs up, and we have a good time.
As we throttle the machines and embark on our ride, there is a definite feeling of excitement and anticipation. It's a beautiful day as we are joined by the Houghton Lake Trailblazers Snowmobile Club. Whether you're a hardcore snowmobile rider or a novice, the more than 200 miles of groomed trails through glistening, snow-covered wooded areas in Roscommon County beckon. These trails connect to Michigan's extensive network of more than 6,200 miles of designated snowmobile trails.
This is our first split in the trail system. This is 654, this is 655. A lot of people that have never been here before. We don't want to get anybody lost, we can help it, so we direct them to where they want to go or try to tell them. And then people that are coming into town on this side, tell them the trailhead where there's food, gas, lodging. The signing has really improved in the last few years.
Now, do you usually suggest that people take a map out with them? And,
Yes.
and if they do, where do they get those at?
You can get them basically every sports store, Chamber of Commerce. The club gives them out free. We have them all over the trail system. We have their old real estate boxes kind of that were discarded, and we fixed them up and we put free maps in them.
It's clear to see why Houghton Lake attracts thousands of snowmobile enthusiasts each winter. The abundant snow and exciting terrain makes this the perfect setting for a snowmobiling adventure for all ages. Revving our engines and keeping a tight hold on the machine, we really enjoy the thrill of this winter adventure. Marguerite Gahagan Nature Preserve is located at 209 Maplehurst, that's at South Line Road, in Roscommon, and is open to the public.
Anytime we go out in the winter, as much as possible, we like to get out and do a little bit of snowshoeing, and here in Houghton Lake, it's no different. Today we're at the Marguerite Gahagan Nature Preserve, and we've got about a 1.5 mile trail out here. It's an interpretive trail. It's a really beautiful area. You might notice that Denny's here with me out in front of the camera today, and we have Justin behind the camera, and one of the unique things about today is Justin's never been on snowshoes before, and he's going to be dragging around out there for the first time, carrying the camera. We're a little concerned about that, but we'll get through it. But it's a real nice place, nice trail. Let's get out there. We'll show you what this is all about. If you come down here, just down the trail from the parking lot, there's a little kiosk here, and it tells you a little bit of background about the area itself, the lady that owned it and how she got it started. Today it's owned by the Nature Conservancy, and they kind of take care of it. Like we said, it's a nature preserve, so there's no hunting back in here, and it's so there's maybe a good chance to see some wildlife running around. We hope so. Interpretive trail, we'll see some signs along the way that tell us a little bit more about the area, so we'll go ahead and get started and see where it takes us.
Snowshoes have been around a lot longer than skis, and the first ones were not made for recreation. How thankful we are to have the proper attire and a pair of snowshoes that allows us to get off the beaten path and enjoy a hike in this natural area away from the crowds. Here are tracks of some of the animals that reside in this preserve. It makes you wonder what's scurrying around.
Since the snow has fallen, evidently nobody cares what the sign says. It's kind of neat because it's like a little surprise here, and you can come up and brush these off. See what we got on this one. Talking about the forested wetland. And just some of the plants and animal types that use it. Yeah, because they're talking about the deer that will come up and feed on the cedar. And different plants that you're going to find along the way. And it does show you some pictures here too, so you can identify them.
There are a number of natural areas in Roscommon County to snowshoe, including the state parks, Lost Twin Lakes, and the cross-country ski headquarters. Our trip through the Gahagan Preserve is certainly quiet and white. The path takes us by the cedars near Tank Creek that provide shelter for the preserve's animal residents. It takes a lot of energy to break ground on fresh fallen snow, so it's good to go with some friends so you can take turns in the lead. But if you're following, be watchful of snow that may be coming your way.
Well, it was a nice hike going through there, Danny. I really enjoyed that. You know, I was concerned though, because I think there was a one-legged snowshoer out there somewhere, because there was one track going along, and oh, hey Justin, did you lose something by chance when you were out there? I think this might be yours.
Now it's time to refuel with good food and friends at the Anchor Inn in Houghton Lake. It's tucked off the beaten path in the heart of the historical Old Town district of the Heights.
We're here at the Anchor Inn for dinner tonight. It's an older building, and we've heard a few strange stories about it. We'll tell you about that in just a little bit.
Yep.
Ooh. Chili, or did you just get a chill?
Chill.
From appetizers to entrees, soups, and burgers, Anchor Inn serves great food and drinks and is known as one of the friendliest and cleanest places in town.
It's an old building, and supposedly there might be a few ghosts in the room?
There sure is. We've experienced a lot of stuff. Some of our customers and me and my daughters Rhonda, and my grandson, Bobby. And so, you know, we've all experienced things from time to time ever since we bought it.
What kind of experiences were they?
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm beginning to experience them a little bit myself here, I think.
There's a lot of them that we have to, you know, I mean, you have to be aware, you know, and usually we experience some of them, of course, when we don't have a lot of people in there.
Okay, so it's more when you're alone, or maybe there's just a couple of you in here that they seem to come out?
Well, we've had a few customers at the bar, you know, that have experienced it. Yeah, it's any time. You know, no particular time of the day or year.
So just kind of a knock on the wall sometimes, and well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have some dinner, and then we'd like to walk around, and maybe we can see some of this stuff.
They also offer ghost tours that include history, legend, lore, paranormal experiences and stories, as well as an actual ghost investigation using equipment. You can bring cameras and audio recorders just like we did.
And I don't know why, we just know it's a male. And you can feel his presence in there, and you'll be standing there, and all of a sudden, you can actually hear it, you'll feel it on the back of your neck or your side of your face.
That's spooky.
And yeah, and he does that quite often out of the blue, so he'll catch you off guard.
All right, well, I'm going to stand out here in the light. I'm not going in there.
The Spears House of Fright Haunted Hotel has been voted number 3 as one of the top of Michigan haunted attractions. We are ready now for a unique winter experience, kayaking on the Au Sable between its snow-laden shores. We have paddled many times along the famous Au Sable River, known for its sandy bottom, shallow waters, and slow current. But as we got settled in and took off in our kayaks for this winter trip, we found it to be like taking a journey to a new place. If you are trying this inexpensive sport for the first time, be sure to take along some extra dry clothes. Even though the Au Sable is a shallow river and it is easy to navigate, be sure your head, hands, and feet are well protected. With the cold air and frigid water, kayaking during the winter still presents great risks than at other times of the year. It's a good idea to go with a group or a companion, and it's a lot more fun. The bowed branches and fresh snowfall created a magical scene along the corridor. It is not uncommon to float the Au Sable in the wintertime and come away with a profound sense of solitude. Because of winter conditions, it is suggested to go out for a shorter period of time than during other seasons. We listened to that advice, though we would have loved to go longer. Winter canoeing is a very challenging and yet satisfying activity. Be sure to share your experience with everyone on our Facebook page. We have had a wonderful time in this winter wonderland. Snowshoeing, snowmobiling, ice fishing, and cross-country skiing. What is your favorite activity? Breaking trail on the fresh fallen snow with your snowshoes? A thrilling ride on the trails on your favorite snowmobile? A day in a warm, cozy ice fishing shack catching your dinner? Or strapping on your skis and gliding through the enchanted winter woods? Let us know what your favorite winter activity is in snow country. Then check back to see the results. Whatever you enjoy, be sure to make a great getaway to the crisp and sparkling winter sports land of Roscommon County. This concludes our chilly and sometimes chilling great getaway to the Houghton Lake area. Be sure to sign in to the online adventure and request a DVD and brochure. We'll see you on Facebook and hope you stay in touch following our tweets. And be sure to check our Pinterest boards for interesting photos to pin from our great getaways. Take note of the contact information on your screen to learn more about Tip Up Town and all the wonderful winter activities for your next great getaway. We hope you enjoyed this ride as much as we did.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. You know, winter here in Michigan really is fun to be, and you just got to get up here and give it a chance. If you'd like more information on today's show, you can go to our website at greatgetaways.tv. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on another Great Getaway.
Production of Great Getaways is made possible by Rocky's Great Outdoors. Located in Burton, Michigan, Rocky's carries a complete line of motorcycles, snowmobile, camping, and hiking gear, including canoes and kayaks. State Building Company, serving mid-Michigan for over 50 years, with quality windows, insulation, roofing, and siding, including complete residential and commercial remodeling. Forward Corporation, operating over 30 complete convenience centers, motels, and restaurants across Northeast Michigan.